Hello students. Today we'll discuss about the bionic eye concept. See, you already studied bionic ear. That is nothing but cochlear implants, and also studied understand the importance of pacemakers in the system. Same type, another important concept that is bionic eye. What do you understand by bionic? Artificially created. See, whether it is possible to create our organs artificially, that is very complicated process. See, people are doing research is going on. They got to create artificial kidney that is referred as bionic kidney, bionic eye, bionic ear, bionic arm, bionic legs, whatever the parts you consider, you can mention it as in if you are created, if your researchers are able to create artificially, then it is referred as bionic that particular part. Let us discuss bionic eye. It's very difficult to 100% the success is not achieved, but chance is there tomorrow we don't know you can achieve 100% success in bionic eye also. Whatever eye is performing, whatever the parts of the eye is performing, in that whether it is possible to create artificially, somewhat succeed. Better to say, if you ask me, what actually the percentage of success in bionic eye, I can say only 1 or 2%. But still, so much of scope is there to contribute the technology towards this particular site. Not only eye, ear, whatever the parts you see, how our system is beautifully designed. If any impairment takes place, is it possible to create artificially? That is the question. That is the why again and again I'm repeating why they introduced this particular subject. Tomorrow you have to contribute towards this particular sectors. Let us discuss. See, in this particular case, why we have to go for bionic eye? Because blindness takes place because of several reasons. Damages takes place to the parts of the eye. If damages takes place to the parts of the eye, it leads to blindness, and person cannot perceive, sense the images, can't sense the images. That is due to because of damages to structures in the eye. If damage occurs to the structures in the eye, then it results disorder. And the nerves within the eye, if there is any damages occurs to the nerves, that is ultimately results in blindness. Nerve damage is very difficult to correlate up to this point. Many people are suffering, many brain people are there in which if they correlated many disorders, if damages to nerves, very difficult to correlate still even today. No technology available if damages occurs to nerves. Nerve damage, very difficult to reverse or correlate nerve damage. So, but possibility is there tomorrow. And then optic nerves. See, in order to understand this one, we have to understand how actually vision is formed. Bradley research breakthrough in 1960 regard to the inventions of bionic eye in 1960s. First electrical simulations of visual cortex, bright spots called Pospin produced. They are able to produce Pospins initially. Pospin produced bright spots. In the sense, we are discussing what actually the achievement in bionic eye. Started in 1960s, afterwards they are able to produce Pospins. We'll discuss what is this spots. First electrical stimulation of visual cortex noticed, and then this one is what you are seeing. Very just imagine maybe finding this much of size. It is very less size. The success of cardiac. See why? What actually the motivation factor for this bionic eye? Because they have succeeded in cardiac pacemakers that you already studied. Heart cardiac nothing but heart pacemakers successfully designed and implemented to the people who are suffering from that particular disorder. Cochlear implant to restore hearing to the deaf. Cochlear implants, bionic ear, not we are not supposed to tell bionic ear, but cochlear implant increases the lifestyle of the people who are unable to listen, sound problem, unable to listen, hearing problem. It restores hearing to the deaf. Same type bionic eye. So remember that some important terminology. MIT means Harvard device. ASR artificial silicon retina. MARC means multiple unit artificial retina chipset system. These are the terminology in bionic eye designs. And then bionic eye, it is also referred as a bioelectronic eye because we are used the concepts of electron. electronic concepts. It is referred as electronic device which replaces functionality of a part or whole of the eye. Still unable to achieve whole of the eye. Better to say function it replaced functionality of a part, any one part. Whatever you look the structure of eye for that not to understand. If it is replaced by artificially created system, then that is referred as bionic eye used for replacing functionality, adding functionality to the eye. Same thing they repeated in other words, the definition. See here, what you are observing in this one. See, for example, starting from ciliary body, cornea, lens. See, these parts you can replace by artificially created things. For example, optical axis. For example, I'm telling optical axis. You can replace if it is damaged to the optical axis. You can replace by artificially created optical axis, visual axis. As a whole, still it is not possible. As a whole, is it possible to replace? Still, it is not possible. Tomorrow, we don't know. We can't tell. Not at all possible. Tomorrow, it may be possible. Tomorrow, it may replace whole. But up to this point, only the parts we can replace. Disc, retina, these are the parts. Optic nerve. See, this is optic nerve. From here, optic nerve. Once signals are formed in the retina, and then ultimately it passes through optic nerves. Rectus tendon. These are all the different parts that what we are noticing. Right. First one is iris. This is iris part, very important. Lens, conjunctiva. This is cornea. This is referred as cornea. Ciliary body. Each part is associated. Each part is having its own role. Okay, this is retina. If you look at the retina structure, pigment, epithelium, rods and cones are there. Rods and cones, very important. Yeah, and then we'll discuss regarding this one. See, this wall, the structure of the eye with retina. This is very easily represented, and then important points are referred, parts are referred. Cornea, this one is pupil, lens system, iris part here, ciliary part here, sclera. This is referred as sclera, choroid, retina, and this one, see, this nerves. If there is many people who are blind, damages to this nerve system. If, sir, what happens if the damage to nerves? It won't send the signals to retina and ultimately to brain. This is optic nerves. See this, remember, this is the part. Okay, and then we'll see how actually vision takes place. Okay, how it forms, how our body system, our eye system, eye able to form vision. What actually the phenomenon, like principles. See, first what happens, reflected light enters the cornea, right? See this cornea, light enters cornea here, this particular part light enters. Okay, that is referred as window of the eye. Then light travels through pupil. See here, you notice, right? Light travels through pupil. So where contracts are dilates depending on how brightness of surroundings. We are usually with the contracts and dilates, right? That depends on the brightness of the surroundings. And then see here, pupil. See here it enters, right? Here it enters like this, and then light enters the lens, just like camera. Just take same analogy, camera, they are also used in camera. See, the lens of the eye focuses light. Lens of the eye focuses light, and then the light beam through the center of the eye to the retina. It reaches, ultimately it reaches retina here. It reaches retina part. See this part here you are observing, this retina part it reaches. There in retina is having photoreceptors. Retina is having photoreceptors, very important. Retina is consisting of photoreceptors. That photoreceptors, specialized cells that converts light into an electric impulses. Whatever the role of photoreceptors, it converts. It is a specialized cells. It converts light into electrical impulse. Up to this point, light impulse only, light impulse only, and then it here. So in retina, it converts into electrical impulse, and then this macula, very important. Macula, center of the retina, having the macula where that contains more photoreceptors than any other parts of the eye. Actually, macula contains more photoreceptors, where in photoreceptor what happens, light energy converted into electrical, uh, okay, and then electrical impulses. And then the important points to remember in case, myopia and then hypermetropia. These two terminology please you have to remember. In myopia, in the sense, is a common vision condition in which you can see the objects near to you clearly. If you are able to see the objects nearer clearly, but in this condition, in this disorder, object farther away are blurry. You can't see the objects if it is far away from you, from the person. Hyper, in case of hypermetropia, long sightedness. This is myopia, short sightedness. Short sightedness, you can see objects near to you clearly. Long sightedness is a common eye condition where nearby objects appear blurred, but your vision is clearer when looking at the things further away. You can see the larger objects, further objects. If it is far, then you can see. In case of hypermetropia, these two important terminology, remember. Okay. And then if you feel your eyes are often tired and you have problems focusing on object close to your eyes, so you may have hypermetropia. Okay. And then the ciliary muscles that you observed in the structure is a very smooth muscle in eye middle layer. It's present in middle layer. The ciliary muscles control accommodation of viewing objects at varying distance. Which one control accommodation of viewing objects at varying distance? That is done by ciliary muscles. Ciliary muscles control everything. Okay. Some questions they may frame from these two, these terminology, very important terminology. Please remember. Okay. And then here you see the features we see. In normal vision, the image is formed. Where actually the image is formed? You observe in that diagram on the retina. So, in normal vision, the image is formed on the retina. Colored portion of eye that controls amount of light reaching retina is known as iris. Actually, iris controls colored portion of the eye that controls amount of light reaching retina is known as iris. And then another role, the size of the pupil is also controlled by which of this? This is iris. If you ask this one, because they ask more specifically about iris. Very important proper role of iris is it controlled by pupil is controlled by iris, and portion of the eye the control amount of light reaching retina is known as iris. And which of the following is true about a person suffering from myopia? They make as questions from regard to myopia. See, right? Myopia in the sense, common vision condition in which you can see objects nearer to you clearly. Remember that point. And then, which type of lens is needed to rectify the problem of myopia? Usually, for myopia patients, they are suggesting bioconcave lens. But bioconvex lens is advised to bioconvex. This bioconvex lens is for myopia, but bioconvex lens is recommended for the people who are suffering for hypermetropia. Listen, please. This one is bioconvex lens is for hypermetropia. Hypermetropia. Which lens is suggested for the important disorders? Hypermetropia. Okay, please remember these terminologies. So, biconcave lens is recommended for the people who suffer from myopia, and biconvex lens, this is for biconvex lens, is suggested for patients who are suffering from hypermetropia, long sightedness. Okay, the change in focal length, you can change the focal length of an eye to focus of the image of objects at varying distance. That is done by the action of ciliary muscles. We already discussed in that photo diagram. Ciliary muscles. The change in focal length of eye lens to focus the image of the object at varying distance is done by the action of ciliary muscles present in eye. Okay, this point to remember. So, in normal vision, the image is found on the retina. Colored portion of the eye controls amount of light reaching retina is known as iris. Iris also controls pupil. Okay, the person who is suffering from myopia can see the image. Myopia can see common vision. We can see the objects nearer very clearly, and the following, which is true, which of the following is true about a person suffering from myopia? Okay, that is done. Which type of lens is needed to rectify the problem of myopia? Concave lens, and biconvex lens is recommended for hypermetropia. Okay, these are the points, remember. And reasons why we have to go for a bionic eye, very important. Sometimes age related problem is associated and ultimately it leads to the disorder of eye. Loss of central vision and blurred peripheral vision, sometimes blurred vision, that is we can overcome by this bionic eye. Macula deteriorates, that part deteriorates over time because of age. That macula is very important, right? Where actually the more number of photoreceptors are present, okay, vision becomes gray. 10% of adults over age of 55 and where they are suffer, most of them are suffer from common disorders. Okay, retinitis pigmentosa also there is also reason that is because of genetics, loss of peripheral visions, photoreceptors in periphery deteriorates, nothing but macula deteriorates. In case here indirectly macula is having more number of photoreceptors, right? Photoreceptors in periphery deteriorate. 1.5 million people worldwide suffering from this disorders, right? See, if you develop the designs in which many people are required, then your product clicks. And then some versions of bionic eye components, electrical, this one is internal parts and this external parts, and these are the things that whatever it is available in the market as in bionic eye, antenna, camera, and all those things they are given, right, in order to improve the vision quality. As in eligibility and procedure must have retinitis pigmentosa. Means what actually the eligibility in the sense must people suffer from that particular disorders, and 2 to 5 hours it requires surgical procedure for internal parts. Okay, so they make small incision, minimal scaring. Okay, no problem, not complicated surgical operation. This one not uncomplicated. You can return to hospital for external fittings and programming, training and therapy is there, and then their cost they are also they mentioned regarding this one. It varies from different parts of the world. Okay, and then anyway insurance companies is there to over to see look after all these things if a person secured. Okay, and then advantages are there. You can overcome the problems very early in the visual pathway. No batteries required, unlike bionic ear and pacemakers. No complicated surgical procedure is very simple. Power requirement is very simple. Disadvantage is also there. Sometimes there is an war between axon and electrodes, artificially introduced electrodes. Axon gets excited when you artificially when you are inserting into our body system, because our body system simply won't accept the foreign system, that the auto rejection is also there. Okay, extra circuitry is also required. Okay, benefits and future outlooks. Like a lot of scope is there to you can improve this bionic eye. Partial restoration of vision, gain more independence, able to view objects in a large scale, upgradable software. You can upgrade software, especially software because also you can do many things wonder in this particular area. So this is regard to bionic eye. I hope I clear the concept of bionic eye. Thank you one and all. Thank you.